this. It's in the summer in the 1980s. And I'm a little girl swinging on one of those swing sets. You know, the metal ones that have the rest around the edge and the black seat that kind of, it's a little too hot for your seat. You're flying up and back and up and back, and you're flying so high that the poles start to lift out of the ground. Yes, you're with me? Yeah. Equal parts excitement and terror. And then I smell this breeze that comes across my face. This warm, sweet smell. Honeysuckle. Do you smell it? Mm-hmm. It's one of my favorite fragrances in the whole wide world. And that was what my childhood was like. Carefree, exciting, just lovely. Fast forward when I'm a mom and I have a brand new home and I'm standing in the backyard and it's a blank slate, and I think I want to give my children my childhood. So the first thing that I do, I start to research honeysuckle, of course, and the first thing that came up said, a warning. What? Honeysuckle's invasive? No! It takes over an entire ecosystem and kills the native plants? No. I could still smell it. I wanted that in my backyard. But I couldn't in good conscience do that. So I had to make a different decision. Instead, we planted evergreens across the backside instead of the honeysuckle. We planted flowers, one of my favorites, sunflowers, tall, bold, turns towards the light. So you can still have safety and joy. And we did give my children that swing set, but this one was one of those wooden ones actually dug into the ground. Maybe I didn't give them all the fun. But that was my experience. I want to talk with the leaders that I talk to now, the organizations that are standing in their backyards, looking at the honeysuckle that is already there, and it's everywhere. And they didn't invite it in, or maybe some did. What we call is AI. Employees today are using AI, whether you told them to or not, whether you trained them, whether you gave them the policy or not. Have you ever had an employee that said, I know I'm not supposed to, but yeah. Or some of the vendors that you're using, almost all of them now today, have embedded the software into their system, almost always with the default on. We call that shadow AI. 70% of AI implementations are failing today. And this is not because the technology broke. It's because the system wasn't ready for it. The ecosystem wasn't ready for it. The employees weren't trained. They really didn't even know what their SOPs. And so what we're finding today, the work that I do, I bring in the human side of AI. I call it collaborative intelligence. This is where human judgment, which is emotional intelligence, meets machine capability, artificial intelligence. They're either going to align or collide. That is what's happening in companies today. And where I help them is I take what they have today and help them build the guardrails and move them into AI governance. Help their employees move from AI anxiety to AI ready. I do this through a responsible and ethical AI lens. Because it's not about whether or not you implement AI, it's how you do it. So companies today, they're standing in their backyard and they're thinking, what do I do next? You can still build that backyard. You can put up the swing set. You can plant the evergreen boundary. You can plant the flowers. But what you have to keep in mind is you have to build the infrastructure. You have to take care of the culture and the humans that are a part of it. You have to consider the entire ecosystem. Because the thing is, it's not a technology problem. It's a readiness problem. It's a leadership problem. It's a human problem. And the companies that understand that today, that are getting it right, they have the competitive edge. They're standing tall. They are growing. And the other companies are standing there looking at the wreckage, wondering what happened to their garden.